Once again, thank you for joining us on UBC News tonight at 10. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. As we delve into the bulletin, President Museveni has told Ugandans that the next battle after the liberating of Uganda remains poverty eradication. This, he says, remains through avenues like education and modern farming as enlisted among the pillars of the ongoing parish development model. This he emphasized as he joined multitudes of other Ugandans to celebrate his 79th birthday at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds in Kampala.
Friday 8th September 2023 will go down in history as one of the most colorful days in the career of General Yoweri Museveni as the President of the Republic of Uganda. Colorful in the real sense of the word, as anxiety-filled Kololo Ceremonial Grounds, as seen in the convergence of multitudes to celebrate his 79th birthday. Clad in the color of the sun, yellow. Museveni, in company of his immediate companion, Janet Museveni, arrived to Pomp and Mary as excitement filled the skies in honor of his renewed journey of life. The day was themed in honor of the battle at Katonga Bridge, one of the last encounters of NRA before final liberation victory.
Our veterans faced the crucible of war, sacrificing their own comfort and security to protect the freedoms we hold here. We stand in awe of your courage, commitment, and sacrifice.
It is a battle that became part of Uganda's liberation history. Museveni says such movements could have been avoided had the politics been good from independence.
Ugandans should know that those wars were totally unnecessary. Since 1962, we could have had peaceful politics. But some people didn't want. They decided to go for violence, for sectarianism. The play which the group was shown here, the group of Jerusalem, was really summarizing the whole tragedy.
With peace now prevailing, Museveni wants youth to embrace education.
Some people look at education as a business and they might make up. But if you want individuals to have a bright future, point number 3, principle number 3, in our principle, ideological principles, social economic transformation. Okukora abantu abapya mu Uganda. There are 2 ways. One way is free education.
With the Katonga battle successfully fought and won and liberation secured, what now remains is the fight against poverty. This is the emphasis from the president.
Some of you are already in that sector, border borders, hotels, hospitality, musicians, and so on. That sector is already there. We shall give you more support in that sector.
Hajat Namiaro says, besides celebrating Museveni's birthday, Uganda still needs him beyond 2026, a point of view shared by the Vice President.
Roadmap is out. This is the time to start. If not now, we shall never start. Your Excellency, binotoragala biwulira naye mnange abantu bano bonna bakunganye wano kubanga bakwagala. Your vision, wisdom, have been instrumental in transforming Uganda into a beacon of hope for prosperity for all.
Other leaders welcomed the president's message on poverty eradication.
Good enough, he has had practical projects. When you talk about Emyoga, when you talk about PDM, those are projects that are geared towards improving the household incomes.
Soon, we are going to invite the president to flag off the PDM circles. So we know we are going to fight poverty in Kampala, or fight poverty in Kampala metropolitan.
And education should go beyond classrooms. It is education through adult literacy in the villages, through classrooms, so people know the economics of life.
As for the youth and other celebrants, it is worth honoring the president through celebrating his birthday.
And he's celebrating with a lot of achievements as far as Uganda is concerned. By that time when he started the struggle, Uganda was only 8 million people. By the time he's celebrating, Uganda is 45 million people.
When someone is wise at this point in time, when he's 79 and is serving the nation, that's the most important thing. Happy birthday, Your Excellency. As MK Youth Initiative, we congratulate you upon this day.
We congratulate His Excellency Museveni celebrating his 79th his birthday.
The event was blessed with entertainment, including that from Museveni's look-alike, Herbert Seguja, also known as Teacher Mpamire.
That's why Mama calls me baby first.
Henry Okrut, UBC.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni has issued a directive stipulating that all individuals entering markets and automobile parks must undergo comprehensive security checks. Worship centers are mandated to record and maintain the personal information of congregants in order to bolster vigilance efforts. Furthermore, hotels and lodges are being instructed to collect and retain customers' particulars during the accommodation and booking process.
The Chieftaincy of Military Intelligence has apprehended at least 7 individuals linked to the placement of improvised explosive devices in the central business district of Kampala. Security agencies have since detonated 6 IEDs.
Now the planners are in Congo. We are going to finish all these people. So what my purpose of talking to you now is to make you people not panic. Thinking that this is a big problem. The problem was more or less solved long ago.
Henceforth, President Museveni instructs that all individuals entering markets and parks undergo thorough checks, while worship centers are tasked with increasing their vigilance.
Your job here is to see anybody you don't know and say, who are you? That's your assignment now. As we are hunting the other people there, your assignment is don't allow anybody you don't know to enter your church, to enter your mosque without challenging, and not only challenging but also contact the police.
The president urges hotels, lodges and landlords to collect guest particulars during accommodation bookings.
So if you tighten that system of the hotel owner, the hotel receptionist, not even owner, the receptionist must not allow anybody to book without showing their ID cards, which then are recorded.
Whereas isolated incidents are reported in the country, President Museveni highlights that Uganda is not a conducive operational territory for rebel groups, leading them to utilize other regions like DR Congo to propagate chaos due to their weaker strategies. However, following President Felix Tshisekedi's authorization for Ugandan forces to operate in the Congo, the Uganda People's Defense Forces, in collaboration with the Congolese army, have taken control of ADF operation camps.
These are the areas of Congo directly west of the Rwenzori Mountains and slightly to the northwest. And we have cleared ADF from those areas. ADF has been pushed far towards an area called Mambasa.
In recent operations, 18 ADF terrorists, including a Tanzanian national, have been neutralized. Numerous weapons were seized, abductees were rescued, and several arrests were made.
But for Sector 1 and Sector 2, 567 enemies killed. SMGs captured 144, machine guns 7, RPGs 6, 1 mortar 60mm, grenades 1, walkie-talkies 132. They had a lot of walkie-talkies, IEDs, improvised explosive devices 10 pieces, phones 47, abductees rescued 207, terrorists captured alive 50.
Meanwhile, the local defense units and East African standby forces will continue to guard specific villages in the Democratic Republic of Congo, preventing the ADF from returning to wreak havoc. Simultaneously, other forces will persist in pursuing the ADF. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
The judiciary has highlighted to the public the required court fees one has to pay while filing any case in courts of law. This is aimed at addressing the prolonged challenge of corruption and to improve service delivery. Meanwhile, Worship James Eremie Mawanda has been installed as the new judiciary spokesperson.
On several occasions, the judiciary has been receiving complaints from the public about people masquerading as judicial officials, with some charging court fees from the unsuspected public. This trend of events has, in the long run, tarnished the image of the judiciary. Now, to address such vices and to also deal with corruption, the Judiciary Chief Registrar Salana Ngasiu has highlighted to public on the amount of money one has to pay when filing a case.
At the notice board, or at the registry, or where there is a front desk officer, you should be able to find that schedule of court fees displayed, so that you're also able to look and say, what will I expect to be assessed and charged to pay for this affidavit? You will look and see the amount saying it is 3,000 for this particular one. Once you have gone to the court and the amount payable has been assessed, one clear thing is that that money is payable in the bank. A poor person who cannot afford court fees has a right under the law to apply to be exempted. Court fees you paid, because I paid 2 million to file my claim of land, government give me back my money. No. Court fees are not refundable.
Langa also highlights on some of the unpaid court services from the judiciary to the public.
Documents that are administrative in nature, for example, a correspondence or a letter that you bring to the court does not attract a fee. One of them is the issue of production warrants. We have received several complaints where people are being charged up to even $1 million shillings to have people produced in court. But the clarity we are giving today is that a production warrant is free of charge.
The Chief Registrar, however, asked the general public to guide against masqueraders who pretend to be judicial officials in line of soliciting money from them. Judiciary also registered progress in line with court users who have collected bail refund, with 10 billion having so far been collected since 2021.
In financial year 2019-2020, the total claims that were made in that year were 1,365,250,000 shillings. That was before we started our sensitization. When we did our sensitization 2021-2022, it shot up to 1,753,980,000 shillings. So we can see the impact of giving people information.
Meanwhile, Worship James Eremie Mawanda has been installed as the new Judiciary Public Relations Officer, replacing Justice Jamson Kalimani, who was recently elevated to a judge of High Court.
Biggest strategy I have shall be continuous engagements with you. I believe that there might emerge a lot of issues in the course of our interactions and in the course of the performance of our respective mandates. The only way we are able to be on the same page is to develop a deliberate and continuous engagement.
The predecessor Judge Jamson Kalemani applauded the media for working with him during his tenure.
I want to spread that I will be an example the other side, so that the other people whom we have been accusing, maybe who could have been doing that because they don't know the role you play, so that they can learn from me and see that you can work with you, that they can work with you and things can move smoothly.
Judge Jamson Kalemani served as the judiciary spokesperson since 2019. Deborah Namamonde, Susan Nabogode, UBC News.
Public places, including places of worship and markets, have begun tightening security to prevent terrorist attacks following Thursday night's address by President Museveni. Earlier today, our reporter Ivan Juko visited the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council headquarters to assess security vigilance at the mosque.
Earlier this week on Sunday, there was a terror threat at Miracle Center Cathedral in Rubaga and near the church after the bomb squad landed on a bomb which had been planted close to the cathedral. According to police, other bombs were planted at Nateta and Bunamwaya areas. This situation prompted President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to address the nation on security issues last night.
See anybody carrying a bag, you don't know him. But even if he's not carrying a bag, because he may be having a suicide belt, the ones who tie explosives around themselves to kill themselves. So the issue is somebody you don't know in your area should not enter your church, should not enter your bar.
In his speech, President Museveni urged all public places, including churches and entertainment venues, to register people coming in and out of these places for security purposes.
So Ugandans, as we are hunting these people in Congo, the authors, your job here is to see anybody you don't know and say, who are you? Police, come. Ugunoha. Onani. That's what actually caused the problems for them at Kayanja's place.
After the president's address, we visited some public places to see how security is being handled. At the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council headquarters, the spokesperson Ashraf Muvawala urged all Muslims to follow up with the new guidelines to curb terrorism.
We urge and tell whoever will be accessing these premises or our headquarters here to abide by the measures which will be which are actually being put in place by our security personnel. So let's be obedient. Let's also observe whatever measures which has been put in place by the security agencies as was directed by His Excellency, the President.
Although thorough inspection is being conducted, there is still laziness in screening people, and screening devices are still a challenge.
Sitegeera lwaki ffe abakyala tebatukebera kubanga mulimu abalina zibbuyibuyi, mulimu abatalina, kati simanyi lwaki tebatukebera. Naye nga embeera bwetyo bweri wano ku Gaddafi.
Wano nga bw'oyingira wano ogibwako endanga muntu yo ne basooka bakakasa gwani ayingira n'okucekinga gwe wonna then oluvannyuma n'oyingira muzikiti. Kitukoledde olw'ensonga naffe tumanya nti bwe tuzze waliwo security n'okucekinga obutafaananga nako kusinza kuba.
However, citizens have agreed with the president's move to register while entering these public places.
Nga bajja okusalira ndala ku Supreme Council n'emizikiti gyonna n'amasinzizo okugoberera amateeka ga gavumenti ng'omukulembeze bwe yatugambye tukume eggwanga lyaffe naffe tusobole okwekuuma.
I'm Ivan Juko for UBC.
Now, the National Drug Authority has closed 166 drug outlets and impounded 241 boxes of drugs worth Uganda shillings 80 million. This was during a week-long operation conducted across the 6 districts in Busoga sub-region to crack down illegal drug shops and quack operators.
Nanga bechikomo chifanana. Neno mumusawo.
Ticho chikorera muntu guest.
You. I want you to give me your name. You are going to arrest this lady. She doesn't want to cooperate with me. You don't have a license in this place in 1 month.
No, I'm having.
This one is right. You have a trading license. You don't have a license for national doctor for sale of drugs. I don't have a license. That's what we are telling you.
166 drug outlets that were operating without licenses or with unqualified personnel were closed, and 241 boxes of assorted medicines worth over 80 million Uganda shillings were impounded. This operation is in line with NDA's mandate to protect and promote public health through effective regulation of human and animal medicines and health care products. NDA informs the operators of outlets whose drugs have been impounded to visit our South-Eastern Regional Office in Jid to be guided on how to comply in order to receive their drugs.
For a drug shop, one, the premises must be permanent. Premises must be able to protect drugs from physical, chemical, and any other hazard from affecting the drugs. And then we require a technical qualified person to do the work or selling or interacting with the patients. For pharmacies, you require a registered resident pharmacist in Uganda, and the premises also for the same guide.
First of all, you need to love your own life before National Drug Authority, before police loves your own life. Okay?
This person has never been right.
Now, at least 176 families in Maracha district have received customary land title certificates from the government of Uganda through the development initiative of the Northern Uganda. The pilot project of the land component, with support from the 11th European Development Fund, was implemented by the United Nations Capital Development Fund through Government of Uganda.
The Customary Land Registry Office was commissioned at Kijomoro Sub-County Headquarters to support other sub-counties in Maracha District. Eunice Nabakwa, the Principal Land Officer at the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, says landowners have managed to secure customary land titles through development initiative for Northern Uganda in Maracha District.
So the government partnered, of course the funding came from EU. So UNCDF had a specific program called DINU, that is the Development Initiative for Northern Uganda, which had various components, and land was one of the components. That funding came, and then the ministry together with the local government did implement the activities, and these are the results. So the certificates that we have right now are 176 certificates, so all the owners, but these are, we have so many beneficiaries because this is customary land, and customary land is owned by families. So when we go out to register, we ensure that each and every family member is put on the certificate.
UNDCF Head of Country Office, Dimitri Pozidev, says land is an important factor of production that needs legal protection as basic freedom in development process.
We have talked today at the commissioning event about the importance of land in three respects. One is as the security issue. The second important aspect is land as the factor of production. It allows people to increase agricultural production in a safe way. This is a broader transparency issue because it allows people to know where exactly their land is. It creates more confidence in government. This is kind of a pilot project. It has started in a few sub-counties in a few districts.
According to one of the beneficiaries, it had not been easier for him to acquire a customary land title until this project came into play.
This has been a very, very great achievement in my life since 1962 when Uganda got independence, which means the government is trying her best to work left and right for the benefit of the people of the country.
State Minister for Lands in charge of Urban Development, Obiga Mario Kania, urged the customary land owners to be careful while using their land titles as collateral to secure bank loans.
If you read the Constitution, it clearly states a number of titles. We're securing people's land. We're also resolving a problem of conflicts. You don't put your land title in a bank or to get money in order to eat the money. That's why I emphasize the issue of sensitization of the public, which our communities and our local governments at the district and sub-county levels should be doing. That is not just a question of financial institution coming and saying we are ready to give you money. There are cases where people must go for loans. That is necessary also. It's not necessarily bad, but it must be for productive purpose.
Some of the Maracha district leaders say acquisition of customary land titles by the locals is a vital tool in overcoming land conflicts in communities. The representative of the European Union says the EU is willing to support the government to solve the issues of land conflict. The Ministry of Local Government says land matters negatively affect development.
Land ownership is a source of conflict, so when we manage to look into it and title, it is helping to reduce the number of land conflicts. So I'm happy to see the results today. We will continue to discuss with the government and our partners to see how we can build on this success.
This land issue has been a sticky matter within our development agenda. The word from Ministry of Local Government to you is that kindly use this land profitably to enhance your household income. And this will be in line with what we are advocating for under parish development model.
The project target is to have at least 175,000 families benefit from this project in the next 2 years. Joseph Fodama, UBC News.
And into the health sector, health workers at Mbarara Regional Referral Hospital, in partnership with the Joint Clinic Research Center, have asked government to consider establishing sickle cell clinics at least in Kasese and Liantonde districts.
Mbara Hospital is currently grappling with limited space, medicines and staff to provide services for the over 300 sickle cell patients received in the hospital.
And then also the other challenge is that we don't have equipment for testing, so patients have to pay 50,000 shillings to know that they have sickle cell disease. So some families can't raise that money, and that's also a challenge. Also some of the drugs, these drugs, sometimes they run out because they're not always a steady supply all the time. Sometimes they run out and patients have to buy them themselves.
The hospital sees patients from the districts of Kasese, Liantonde, Lubirizi and the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo.
Sickle cell has a number of issues, and one of them is that it keeps the child sickly. And if it is not attended to properly, it lowers or it shortens the lifespan or life expectancy of this child. Because remember, it is from childhood. And you will have a child getting all these complications and frequent blood transfusions.
Currently, the sickle cell warriors are being accommodated in the same ward with the cancer patients. Mbara Hospital is the only public hospital in the region that gives treatment to sickle cell patients.
Hydrocell is a drug that we use to improve the symptoms of children with sickle cell disease, more like ARVs do to HIV. So also hydroxyurea improves the symptoms because they have a lot of problems, a lot of lacking blood, a lot of pain.
So we want to support that sickle cell clinic, first of all in providing routine care, giving drugs to patients, making sure patients come back for their care already, and also in addition we want to see how we can bring that advanced care I was talking about to our center of excellence so that it can support those patients who get complications.
Health workers at the hospital are appealing to government to establish another sickle cell clinic at Kagando Hospital in Kasese and Lyantonde to curb congestion.
Because a lot of our patients come from Kasese and Lyantonde, so you can imagine how far they have to come. So we really think we need clinics in those places that children don't have to travel for 3-4 hours to come for treatment and spend a whole day away.
Some reports indicate that at least 20% of the Ugandan population has the genetic trait of sickle cell disease, and about 20,000 babies born each year have the genetic defect of sickle cell.
So that is what we are talking about now, that it is treatment, but at the same time we are talking prevention, like telling everyone that we need to address this from the point of pairing for marriages.
During the sickle cell medical camp held at Joint Clinical Research Center in Mbarara, at least 400 patients were screened and some given medication.
So as part of our 30-year celebration, we used it as a platform to launch this sickle cell service at all our regional centers of excellence in Fort Portal, in Gulu, in Mbarara. We also went to Luwero at some point, and we want to start these at the regional centers of excellence.
Medical experts have advised those intending to lose weight to use the proper channels in order to avoid health complications. Medics administration of food supplements and other faster slimming ingredients is one of the major causes of various cancers.
Bannayuganda bangi abaagala okusala omugejjo bakozesa ebirungo
Now, State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, has encouraged health institutions across the country to emphasize attending conferences aimed at sharing knowledge and skills. Muyingo is closing a 3-day second National Health Profession Education and Training Healthcare Conference at Imperial Botanical Hotel in Entebbe.
Minister of State for Higher Education, Dr. Chrysostom Muyingo, has commended stakeholders in the health sector for working together with the ministry, organizing conferences for health institutions and students aimed at improving the health sector. Minister Muyingo also urges governmental departments in the ministry to emulate the Department of Health and Education training by organizing seminars for them to share knowledge and skills for a better Uganda. He was officiating the closing of a 3-day second National Health Professionals Education and Training Healthcare Conference held at Imperial Botanical Hotel in Entebbe.
We are aware the improvement of our sector, of our sectors and professions is a shared responsibility. I want to urge you to share this information and knowledge gained from this conference with those you left at home. I thank the various sponsors of this conference.
The conference was under the theme Enhancing Health Professionals Education and Training to Accelerate Universal Health, and was attended by participants from various health institutions across the country. The Commissioner Education and Health Training in the Ministry of Education and Sports, Dr. Safina Museveni, promised to continue organizing conferences aimed at bringing together health institutions and students to share knowledge and skills.
We have come to appreciate that in order to achieve the quality and quantity of health professions that we need adequate wage, we need adequate capitation grant, and we need adequate resources for other training materials and learning processes for us to produce the person we want.
Several institutions were awarded for their exemplary role in advancing quality health services in the country. Minister Muyingo, together with other health ministry officials, toured an exhibition by the health institutions present. Mario Nawori and Fred Kasibante, UBC.
Set to transport to the wrong person. Here's how to reverse it with MTN Mobile Money. Dial *165#. Select My Account. Select Initiate Reversal. You will see your last 3 transactions. Select the transaction you want to reverse. Enter your mobile money PIN and you'll get an SMS confirmation that the transaction has been blocked from being withdrawn. And that's it. Please note, only transactions that haven't been withdrawn can be reversed.
Juko. Yo. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or gift.
Get freaky too. Dial *100*0# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *100*0#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *100*0# to get started.
Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Here is the 2023 musical launch of the year. 16th of September 2023, Kololo Ceremonial Grounds will be the only place to be, as the whole of Uganda will gather to witness the Museveni Awoma musical launch by Eman Sereko, also known as Munamasaka. Don't miss all your artists, comedians, stage and movie actors, members of parliament, ministers, leaders at different levels, led by the Right Honorable Premier Robin Nabanja. The chief guest of the day will be the one and only Sabalwanyi Jajamwami, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, all at a free entry at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds on the 16th of September 2023. Do not miss. It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or gift.
Get freaky too. Dial *100*0# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *100*0#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *100*0# to get started.
Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Welcome back from that short break as we continue. Kampala Metropolitan Police Traffic Commander Arinite Godwin has said that motorists should prioritize insurance covers since it's a requirement by law.
The Kampala Metropolitan Police Traffic Commander, Godwin Arenaitwe, has reminded motorists that an insurance cover is a law requirement that should be prioritized before going on the road. Speaking at the launch of the Plus Ride innovative insurance product introduced by Safe Border Academy, Arenaitwe attributed the underlying cause of road carnages in Uganda to motorists who continue to move without documents.
When somebody is insured, even the passenger or rider is safe and has confidence on the road. Most of these accidents are happening because they are approaching police officers or they're riding somewhere. Something comes into his mind. I don't have a reflector, I don't have a helmet, I don't have a riding permit.
As long as you wake up one morning and get out of your house and decide to move to a particular destination, you have willingly entered a theater where anything can happen, where a crash can happen, and the impact of it can only be known after it has happened. It doesn't happen because maybe you who is riding, or you who is a passenger, or you who is driving, you're the one who has caused it. But even when you're doing everything right, another one can lead you into it.
The country director, Safe Border Academy, Catherine Kafumbe, says that safety is at the heart of their mission, and the introduction of this Plus Ride insurance product will elevate road safety standards of both the rider and the passenger.
We have a package called Safe Border Plus on the app, where if you select a Plus Ride, you're able to be guaranteed that as a passenger you are insured, and our rider as well, who's on the road every day, is insured for that trip. So we have taken the time to train our riders extra. These riders are expected to carry with them an extra helmet, an extra hairnet, where we know that people are very sensitive to their safety. So we expect that the passengers also have the responsibility to request for their own safety this helmet while on the ride, so that they are safe. This partnership should be able to take us a long way as we journey on the road of safety for our riders and safety for the whole Ugandan community.
This Stand Big Liberty collaboration is a motor comprehensive package designed to offer a holistic protection, enabling road clients to have a more assured personal finance development journey without having to worry about the usual challenges of life, such as spontaneous medical expenses.
And insurance is about risk transfer. So you transfer your risk to us to take care. We take care of your risk. Now, in case the insured event occurs, then we come to make sure that you claim and we compensate.
What you instruct the machine to do is what it will do. After all, for it is running on fuel. So you're giving it a command that move as fast as this. And then, so who do we get to blame if there is a crash? Do we blame the machine or we blame the individual?
Crispus Arenaitwe, Joshua Kagoro, UBC News.
Now still in business, as we look at the financial markets, the shilling continues to fare slightly against the greenback and other currencies on the forex market. And then when we get into the Uganda Securities Exchange, Umeme took the lead today to generate a total turnover of 840 million shillings, and then MTN took the second position with 6.4 million turnover. Let's look at more in the financial markets.
to the wrong person. Here's how to reverse it with MTN Mobile Money. Dial *165#. Select My Account. Select Initiate Reversal. You will see your last 3 transactions. Select the transaction you want to reverse. Enter your mobile money PIN and you'll get an SMS confirmation that the transaction has been blocked from being withdrawn. And that's it. Please note, only transactions that haven't been withdrawn can be reversed.
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or gift.
Get freaky too. Dial *100*0# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *100*0#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *100*0# to get started.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
In sports, let's look at boxing. About 30 boxers from East and Central Africa will take part in the inaugural edition of the Sweet Science Boxing event. The event will take place on Saturday, September 30th, 2023 at Club Obligato in Kampala.
Boxers Shadik Musaboji, Kenny de Mexico, Musa Ntege, Bernard Ade, and others are some of the big names expected to feature in the inaugural edition of the Sweet Science Boxing event. The inaugural event comes with a boost of 1.5 million Uganda shillings sponsorship from Rajan Spices.
Right from last year, we made it clear that we are more than ready to support the young talents we have in this country, especially in the boxing field, as we did last year, and as we promised that we shall be always having our contribution progressively. So we gave some small contribution the other year. Now we have topped up a little bit by empowering our brothers to go on with their boxing skills. They perform better here, move forward.
The event, organized by Nara Promotions, has attracted more than 30 boxers who will go head-to-head for the ultimate East and Central Region title.
Ebikonde birungi abana bo bali mu training abakali n'emiji gy'emito abasulaimani busungu ba Duke City gy'emiji gy'emito kati ejejja abano basinya abo bagenda ate bo bakola ki bo bajja so muntekateeka eyo mujje mubalabeko abana bano nga basula ebitone byabwe n'okubeera nga bazanya ebikonde birungi.
Suubire fight ennungi kuba Onyango nadala ngambo muna Kenya sigamba ono Onyango wa wano omuna Kenya musajja wa maanyi musajja mugumu ye number 1 waabwe nenkakasa kyonna kyekiri ngenda mufuula ava wansi wange.
The Sweet Science Season 1 will take place on September 30th, 2023 at Club Obligato in Kampala, with general tickets costing 20,000 shillings and VIP 50,000 shillings. Doors will open at 6 p.m.
Well, that's it from us. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Patricia Mpango. For now, we say it's a good night, but UBC TV programming continues. Stay with us.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Kutesa Milu with your weather update. We are having thunder showers dominating most parts of the country. Nevertheless, other areas are still waking up with sunny intervals. Seeing the satellite picture over Africa, we're having the rainbow over us, but mostly the most winds are coming from Indian Ocean in the combination with the local effects. That's the rainfall that we're having here and there within our country. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with thunder showers across most parts of our central. But the rest of the other places within the center are going to have sunny intervals like Nakasongola and Ruel. We're moving to the western stretch. We are waking up with light showers, apart from some few areas like Mbarara and Bushen where they are going to have sunny intervals. Moving into the western, we are having thunder showers and light rains most parts of it. And going into the northern sector, we are having light showers in the early mornings, apart from some few areas around the Karamoja regions where we are seeing sunny intervals. Moving to the afternoon hours, we are still having a pickup of thunder showers dominating most parts of the central at a maximum of 26 across Akapresti Kampala and 27 across Nakasongola. Moving into the western stretch, we are still having a pickup of thunder showers within the range of 24 and 26 degrees Celsius across some parts of Shin. Moving into the eastern part, we are having a pickup still of thunder showers at a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius in most parts, but other areas like Jinja are going to have the maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. Moving to the northern sector, we are having a pickup of still of thunder showers at a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius across the Karamoja regions and 27 across the other areas of the northern. Moving to the other cities across the globe, we are forecasting sunny conditions across London and Cairo at a maximum of 32 degrees across London and 36 across Cairo and Nairobi. And New York, we are having light showers at a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius across Nairobi and New York with 27 degrees Celsius. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Kutesa Milu. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. It's Freaky Friday from